Alright, so since I finished the exploration enough to get the 400 Primo Gems or whatever it was I was getting, I'm going to go ahead and now and start working on some of the quests I haven't done. So first up is going to be the one in Sumeru called Garcia's Paean, a gift of compatibility. With all due respect, sir, it is beyond me to even think of a way to just hunt the melody with this music score you created. Or hum the melody, excuse me. If I may, sir, if you truly intend to create a decent music score, we might as well pay a modest fee for hiring a professional in the theater to help. No, negative, not possible. That way the gift would mean nothing. I'll further modify the arithmetic formula and generate another music score. Besides, it will definitely take even longer. Let me think about it. What are you two doing? Traveler, perfect timing. Mr. Garcia and I are trying to train the numbering machine into a fine composer. It might sound a bit perplexing. To put it simply, Mr. Garcia is trying to make the numbering machine generate music scores through certain equations. Can the numbering machine really do that? Numbering machine is a calculator by its nature. It is, of course, not capable of generating music scores on its own. After the numbering machine produces its results, Mr. Garcia has to use another arithmetic formula to translate everything into music notes. Why not just make a music box? I think I'm totally getting this. Precisely, Lutong. That is a very nice summary. It is exactly what I meant. So much for the explanation, traveler. I am in a pressing need for your help. Please lend me a hand. More and other payments will not be a problem. This is urgent. Are you in trouble? Are you wanted by Fontaine? Negative, negative. It is an even dire situation. Do you happen to remember Kea? I mean, Miss Kea? She is leaving Sumeru with her troop today. I made a promise to her that I would present her a gift as a proper goodbye. And this arithmetic music score, which is calculated purely by algorithm, is my gift for Kea. But the score doesn't even look like it could be sung. There's no way I can present this as a gift to her. How about buying something instead? I'm afraid that won't work. If it were a commonplace gift, Kea might... Apologies. I need a moment to calm down and collect my thoughts. Anyways, I need to further upgrade the numbering machine. Traveler, please come visit Mr. Ahagar with me. I am certain that you will be of great help. Please, lend me a hand. Oh boy. I saw your sketches of the components. They are not hard to make, but it will surely take some time to reach your desired level of precision. How much time will it take? Can it be finished today? Of course not. What do you think manufacturing components is like? Writing letters? If it can't be done today, I definitely won't be able to upgrade the numbering machine. What's with the hurry? Isn't your machine already finished? I'll explain. We ran into, some expected trouble. Lutong explains. So, you fell in love with Miss Kea at first sight? What? No. We are in cooperation, business partners. Goodness gracious, I am utterly... Have you expressed your affection for Miss Kea? Affection? What? So you never told her that you have a... I can assure that Mr. Garcia has mentioned it to her before. What? Lutong, what did you do? My good sir, the excuse you used when you sent me away that time was simply too telling. That day in the cafe, too. Throughout your conversation with Miss Kea, you didn't even mention your numbering machine once. Knowing you, I am certain that it was not any regular conversation. Much appreciated, Lutong. Please use that good memory of yours on something else. What did Miss Kaya say? She said she would pay for the coffee the next time. Aha. Oh. Can we please move on? The most pressing issue at the moment is components. Ahem. Since you've already paid, I'll do my best to finish these components as soon as possible. But seriously, if you want a gift that makes Miss Kaya happy, why don't you go ask for some advice from a professional? Like Siki Shabar, who runs the theater. He knows the likes and dislikes of her performance staff. He might know what gift you should give Kaya too. That is a splendid idea. Mr. Garcia, please continue your discussion on the components with Mr. Agar. As for the traveler and me, we shall pay a visit to the theater and ask Mr. Sheikh Shabar for potential gift ideas, or gift choices, excuse me. As you often tell me, a backup plan is necessary for all pursuits, isn't it? Ah, thank you, Lutang. You're welcome, Mr. Garcia. I yawned while saying that, sorry. Let's hit the road, traveler. I will help find the right gift. Whew, finally a break. You came for me? What do you need? We would like to learn about Miss Kaya. Explanations. Kaya? Oh, right. She is a brilliant dancer. What she likes, huh? If there has to be one, she is very fond of a snack called candied Alex, alha, those nuts that you get from the trees out in the desert. But isn't Kaya about to leave Sumeru? She's been asking around to buy candied nuts lately. Candied nuts? White. We transcribed a batch of recipes a few days ago when we were testing the capacity of the numbering machine. The recipe for candied nuts was one of them. This sounds like a good idea. It's just that we still need someone who knows how to make them. Mr. Garcia and I are the least familiar with culinary arts. I've seen it before, but it could at least be a feasible backup plan. Let's return to Mr. Garcia and tell him about this. Judging from that look on your face, I assume you have some questions. Has Miss Kaya told you anything? Not that I'm aware of. Ever since a few days ago, when Mr. Garcia went on a date with Miss Kaya, I would drink my coffee in the corner away from them and try my best to keep my eyes away. Actually, all this time, I've been hoping that one day, Mr. Garcia would suddenly say to me that he would postpone the development of the number machine and travel around with Miss Kaya for some time. I would happily agree whether he gives me some compensation and temporarily sends me back to Liyue, or lets me continue keeping their accounts as usual. But each time, Mr. Garcia only pats on my shoulder and says, Lutang, we need to continue discussing the mechanical structure. Enough about that. Let's bring the news to Mr. Garcia. I hope he won't wear out Mr. Agar's patience this time. Lutang, you're finally back. Mr. Hagar and I have been trying to find a way to reduce the time needed for components manufacturing, but there has been no progress so far. I'm running out of ideas. I assume this is good timing. The Traveler and I have just come up with a backup plan. The formula for describing music scores might be too complicated, but do you remember the recipe for candied nuts that we transcribed? We learned that Miss Kaya is fond of a kind of snack called candied nuts. Perhaps we could send the described recipe along with the snack. Yes, of course, that could work. I have neither the appropriate cooking equipment nor the culinary skills. Guess I can't be of much help. I remember there's a pot we can use at Laban's Tavern. Why don't we go there? Really? Great. Let's go. But how did you even manage to remember this? It is my duty, sir. Splendid. We have both the ingredients and the pot ready. Give me some time to recall the formula. Let's see. Where is my pen? Let me calculate this. This should do it. I've got the key data covered. Give me a few minutes to go over some other details. Do you know all this by heart? I don't memorize everything. I just run a brief mental calculation. It is not very complicated, given I had it all calculated before. However, ingredient input varies between each group of data, but time for detailed calculation is a luxury at the moment. Traveler, you travel around the world. I'm certain that you have tasted quite some delicacies. I trust your intuition. I'll let you decide on the ingredients that's added in the maximum amount. The ingredients are nuts, almonds, butter, and Sumera roses. The nuts should be the biggest portion. Indeed. By the name of candied nuts, the input of the nuts should be maximized. Lutong, add the ingredients according to the data. We must hurry. Yes, sir. Sorry, Shifi. Is the number of nuts mildly overwhelming? With this rate, I believe we can conveniently remove candied from the name candied nuts. Well, at least it bears the portion of a proper meal. Anyway, let's take these snacks and the recipe to Miss Kaya now. I've made an appointment with her to meet at the usual place. Oh, right. Put that music score away, Lutong. I fear that I might hand it to Miss Kaya accidentally. Wait, where is the score? Do you not have it, Lutong? You had it with you the entire time, sir. If you don't have it, where else? Oh dear. Sir? Go back to the cafe now. I must have put the score on the table. Dear Lord. And there she is. What's the hurry? Did something happen to the machine again? No. It was just doing, it is doing just fine. My apologies for keeping you waiting. I just arrived. You said you were going to send me a gift. I have a gift for you, too. Here, this bag of candied nuts is for you. Having some sweets at work is a good way to relax both the body and mind. Building that numbering machine is no easy task. You must take good care of yourself while working. Candied nuts? What's with the weird look? You don't like sweets? Remember you told me that you like them. No, I love sweets. It's just, my gift for you is also... Awkwardly gives her the candied nuts. We have the same gift for each other, huh? Looks like we are more connected than we think. Your candy nuts sure have a different aroma. Oh, there's a recipe too? Huh? Why is it written in numbers? This is the candy nuts recipe I transcribed from the numbering machine's data. I converted all procedures and the amounts of ingredients into accurate numbers. It's just how I explained before. The accuracy is guaranteed, but I'm not really good at cooking, so these candied nuts might taste very odd. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll have a good time serving these calculated candied nuts. It is such an impressive gift. Right. When I got here, there were many sheets of paper on this table, all covered in numbers like this recipe. One of them had many codes on it. It looked like a music score. Come to think of it, the handwriting on that paper looked just like yours. That has nothing to do with me. It's probably some graffiti by some random drunkard. Come on now. I have organized your scripts and transcribed texts for you. It was your handwriting, without a doubt. I see. You have found another way to make a living before I leave, Absolutely not. I would never write music scores for others in any circumstances. Is this score meant for me, then? Kea is doing all the work here. Please understand, Mr. Traveler. Mr. Garcia spends the substantial majority of his time in his studies, leaving him little chance to socialize. Maintaining such a heavy workload and having adept social skills at the same time would be impractical. Can't you give him some advice? Well, I am always hoping that Mr. Garcia can find his true love. I believe that this heartfelt good wish qualifies for my salary undoubtedly. Come on now, enough with the sad expression. This time I won't be able to watch you calculating stuff. I'm leaving Sumeru. This is, failed product. I want to create a music score for you, so I collected the music scores of most of your performances. I organized these scores and worked out a formula, hoping to create all new score with my numbering machine. As you can see, regardless of how I change the formula, it always results in of a pile of a mess that was by no means music scores. Please return this failed piece to me. I need to. This is not a failed piece. This is your gift to me. I love it, and I'll keep it. But you can't even call this a music score. It's not even readable. That's only your perspective. I haven't given it a careful look yet, so maybe after I have, I'll be able to find something good about it. If you don't believe me, then come with me. During our trip, we can modify the score together. Kaya, I'm sorry. I still have a lot of ongoing studies, right? I knew you'd say that. Do you have a copy of this music score for yourself? I have made a copy of the score. Please keep the original handwritten score, Miss Kaya. Pardon me, when did you make the copy? Sir, as an account keeper, I maintain a professional capacity of transcribing text. Wait, how did you? No way. Sir, to be honest, I cannot recall it with sufficient clarity. We were occupied in work. I didn't allocate my attention otherwise. Lutong, how thoughtful of you. With you by his side, I have nothing to worry about. You flatter me, Miss Kaya. Well, I should go back to the troop now. Don't come see me off. Should you have any last-minute thoughts and joined us, Lutong would be left alone in Sumeru. If that happened, I'd find a way to return to Liyue, Miss Kaya. I have no doubt in you, but a certain someone might not give you that chance. Kaya. Goodbye, Garcia. Goodbye. Oh my god! Sir, Miss Kaya is well away from here by now. Lutong, you said your instinct is always correct. Do you think we'll meet Miss Kaya again in the future? Of course, but considering her talent in the performing arts, I believe we might need to pay to see her performance next time. That is a valid point indeed. Let's refocus ourselves on the studies now, shall we? Or you'll probably be caught short financially for tickets by then. Here is your payment, traveler. Thank you very much for not leaving our side through all this. Please take the Mora. I hope your studies go well. Much appreciated. I hope so too. Lutong, do you happen to have Mora on you? I need to pay Mr. Agar. Please excuse us for now, traveler. By the way, my intuition tells me that we will have abundant opportunities to work together in the future. Alright, that quest line is done. And my daily stuff is completed. Alright, so that's going to be it for now, and I'll see you guys later.